Welcome to Mr. Keith's Money Monday. It is 6/1/2026, and I am going to show you what we're going to do in this account. Before we get going, our disclaimer, make sure you understand this is a journey of my account and I share it with you for informational purposes only. My goal is to go from 0 to 100,000. I'm going to use money that I make from my gig work. I'm a balloon artist, magician, fish breeder, Uber driver, all those extra things you can do to make some money each week. I try to make 500 a week extra, and I want to deposit this in this account and grow it using options. I would like to get it up to 100,000. I'd like to do that in 3 years. I know that's a lofty goal, but if I can do 500 a week in extra money, that gets me to like over $75,000, and then I'm going to use options in the stock market to make the rest. So understand disclaimer. This is my journey. I'm not making any recommendations for you to buy or sell or do options. If you choose to copy this trade and any trades I do afterwards, understand it's your own money. Don't blame me if we lose money, because I may lose money in this account, may make money. So we'll see what's happened. I have done this successfully the last 6 years. I've grown accounts from 0 to 100,000 each 3 years. I then put it in another account and start over. So I thought I would record the journey this time and see how we do. You can hold me accountable and follow along. You can always use a paper trade account if you have a brokerage account somewhere. They usually have a paper trade account. I have Schwab and I use the Thinkorswim, and you can do a paper trade account and just do it for fun and fake money. And so if we lose money, no harm done. So first strategy I'm going to show you, I've opened up a Robinhood account. I've had my Robinhood for a while. I've got $2,000 in there right now that I've put in. I pulled out all the other money I've made the last couple of years, put it into another account. So this account, I'm going to start out with $2,000. And the first strategy I want to show you is called the wheel strategy. Made this little chart here. You can pull it up on the internet. There's books about it. Freeman Publications has a book on it. Several others do. But the first thing we're going to do is choose a stock. We have $2,000. And so to do this strategy, we're going to sell a cash secured put. That's what that stands for. And a put is an obligation to making a promise to buy a stock at a certain price. So we're going to choose a stock. We're going to choose a price that we're willing to buy it at. And we're going to sell a cash secured put, which means we have the cash to buy it if it drops below the price we choose to buy it at. Once that happens, if we get assigned, and we'll get paid to do this, we're selling an option, so we're going to get paid to do this. If we get assigned, which means we buy the shares, then I'll show you what we're going to do next. If we don't get assigned, if it just stays above the price we want to buy it at, then we keep the money that they pay us and we can do this over again. So this is the strategy. We sell a cash secured put. If we get assigned the shares, we will buy 100 shares of the stock at the price we determine. We then turn around and we sell a covered call. And a covered call is a promise to sell a stock at a certain price, and they will pay us to do that. We'll get into it a lot more as we go. But understand, we are selling to buy it at a price we want. We're lower price than what it is normally. Once we buy it, then we promise to sell the stock at a higher price. And then if we get assigned, we will sell the 100 shares and we will start over. If we don't get assigned and it doesn't get called away from us, we'll go back each time and sell another covered call. So let's put this into practice. I have chosen a stock that I've been following for a while now. I am in my Robinhood account. You can see I've pulled up ImmunityBio. It's a company that produces drugs that cures cancer. They have bladder cancer going right now, but they are trying to get it approved for several other cancers. And if it does, I believe the stock will go up in value. So I've pulled up this one. I've traded it for 6 months, maybe a year now. Own lots of the shares myself, and I sell covered calls in those. But for this example, we are going to go in here, IBRX. We're going to go, I pulled up the option chain. This is called an option chain here on Robinhood. I clicked sell a put, and I'm going to go down here and you can see the stock price is at $7.25 at the moment. And if I sell a $7 put, they will pay me $15 at the moment. Okay, I'm going to move my camera over here so you can see this other side. So you can see it's called a short put, $7 put price. So that is 25 cents less than the price is at this moment. So we are trying to buy it cheaper. We want to buy it for only $7. So it has to drop below $7 for us to buy this. They're going to pay us $15, and that is good till just this Friday. So we are talking 4 days from now. So Friday afternoon, we will know if we get to buy the stock, if it's below $7. If it's not, we keep the $15 and we'll do it again next week. If we do get assigned the stock, we still keep the $15 and we buy the stock at $7 a share. So we have to have $700 in our account to do this. That's why I chose a small price stock, because we are just starting out. Okay, down here is a risk graph. Get familiar with this. This shows us what we can make on the stock on this option. So our total profit, expected profit and loss, the most we can make on this option is $15. Whether the stock stays at 7 or goes up to infinity, we can only make $15. The most we can lose on this is $685, because we are putting up $700. If the stock goes bankrupt this week, we get assigned the stock at $7 and then it's worth $0. So that is our worst case scenario. If the stock goes bankrupt in the next 4 days, don't anticipate that happening, but it could. You never know what's going to happen in the world. So total risk $685. Why is it $685 instead of $700? Well, remember, we're getting paid $15 to do this. So I'm going to continue, put this in. It says I'm doing one contract. I'm going to get paid $15. It says a medium fill likelihood. I'm going to put this good to the day. I'm going to review the order. Apparently they charge a 4% regulatory fee and a 1% one. So we're going to get $14.96. Review the order, and I'm going to submit it. It says you're agreeing to buy 100 shares of IBRX at $7 on or before June 5th. If you aren't asked to buy it, you keep the collateral and the full $15 credit, minus the fees, of course. So I'm going to submit that, and we are done. It is placed. Hopefully that gets filled. I will watch that to see if it gets filled today. If not, try to do it tomorrow. Go over here. Now, we're going to also record our trades. I have a trading journal here. We're going to start with $2,000. In here, I'm going to record IBRX. We got a credit. We sold it, so we got money in our account. Remember, we are doing a short put here. Our entry date is today, 6/1/26. Our entry price, we got 0.15 for that. Expiration date is this Friday, 5/6/26, and we did one contract. So what's going to happen if this expires this Friday without getting assigned? We would put 0 into here, and we would put the date 6/5/26, and one contract there, and it would show us a profit of $15. So hopefully that's what happens. Either way, if it goes below the $7 strike price, then we get assigned. So I'm going to just put over here $7 strike price, SP for strike price. So there you have it. That's how it's done. That's a simple selling a put to get to buy a stock at a cheaper price. And if it doesn't work out, we get to keep the 15 bucks. Now I know 15 bucks doesn't sound like a lot, but let's say I'm getting 15 bucks and I am using $685. Remember, I'm putting up 700, but I get 685 because I'm getting to 15 bucks. So I'm only risking 685 bucks. If I divide that, that is a 2% return on investment, 2.18, and that is 1 week. Again, 4 days. So if we could do this, if we don't get assigned, let's say we do it for a whole year and never get assigned the stock, and each week we get 15 bucks, which it will vary. We can't guarantee that, but theoretically, if I do that 52 times in a year, I would make 113% on my money. So 15 bucks times 52 equals 780 bucks. So theoretically, I could double my money in a year doing that. So we'll see what happens. Follow along. Join me each week as we do Money Monday, and I will do the trades. I'll record them and tell you if we make money, lose money, and how it goes. Otherwise, have a good day. Bye.